Hi, so I just wanted to come on and do a short video around my new book. Woo! Spirology, A Hero's Journey. And I just noticed, oh well, not noticed, but remembered someone said to me the other day, actually, it looks like you're coming out of a cave and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what the end of the hero's journey is. So I just wanted to share that bit with you. So here we go, personal truths. This morning I woke up and after having many conversations with different people about where I currently am and that I have antidepressants and I don't want to take them because they only work for a short period of time until they plateau, which means doing the mindset work is important. I have been through quite a bit this year, being 2022, and so have many others, and I'm not disputing that for myself or anyone else. I have a tendency to run a pattern of burning out, and there are so many factors that are involved from doing too much, and it can be a mixture of constant healing work, going from not doing anything to 100 miles an hour, thinking too much and getting stuck in my head. I tend to go into big picture thinking of, oh my God, this can repeat more than I wish sometimes. It hasn't happened for years, yet here I am, and it's been in full throttle for a while. I missed the opportunity to stop the wheel, to stop the train from going down the train tracks of rumination. I started to stress myself out at this point, and it becomes a vicious circle. Believe it or not, this is normal. Our brains want to keep us safe because they are built to survive, and it can counteract with our higher selves to cause conflict within. Sometimes it's within the most uncomfortable times of crisis in our life that we stop and ask some true questions of what is really going on. I've noticed that I have a habit of cleaning the house when in overwhelm, stressed, and feeling stuck because it takes me out of my head and into doing mode to get rid of the pent up energy. But at the same time, I also declutter the house first when I begin to shift and want to have a tidy space to be in when going through or having already gone through change. Sometimes the lines can get blurred between what is useful and what is not. But we go through the negative states to break through to the positive states as contrast helps us to know what we don't want first, to move towards what it is we do want. I get overwhelmed quite easy, and it can be super frustrating at times. Keeping my cup full before anyone else's has been a challenge throughout my life, and it's so easy to lose sight of when, as so many events are stacked on top of another. We are human at the end of the day. Our brains are wired to avoid pain or threat, but sometimes that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn system can keep you small if you have a self-sabotaging pattern, as in the things you do to keep yourself safe and in your comfort zone. And left unchecked can keep you in a state of fear. When you get down to it and want to find the root cause, it's going to take being absolutely honest and truthful with yourself and asking yourself questions like, what am I gaining from feeling stuck? So this is like what we call in NLP secondary gain. So there might be something that you're gaining from it, like attention from people, that kind of thing. Is it worth taking away peace of mind? What can I do to move forwards? So this could be like a small step. It might just start you nudging and going forwards, and it's just starting that momentum back up. This is the way, and sometimes has to be done like this to find the real truth, because sometimes we get, a secondary gain from it, meaning we gain something from self-sabotaging or being in our comfort zones. Today, even though it is a hard pillow Sorry. Hard pill to swallow as I write this with compassion for myself and forgiving myself for beating myself up around going through quite a hard time lately, as perhaps have you. It's time to get back up now, even when it is one step at a time. It is a hard environment to thrive in right now, and it's okay to recharge, reach out and ask for help. Even some of the leaders who I have realized upon are exhausted right now. However, there is one thing that I have noticed I do, and I've come up against this before and must have forgotten until now. There is a pattern that runs in our family and probably many others, as it's not a unique thing to do, but it is dysfunctional and it isn't helpful whatsoever. It's uncomfortable to even admit, and it's taken courage to do so. I want to share it because it may help you if you're reading this, so you can shift another layer of something that you may not have been aware of until now. So sometimes when we get stuck, this is a reason, something that is holding us there, something that is having a negative effect that keeps us stuck in fear. I'm wondering right now if I am gaining attention for a negative reason, and if it's part of why I have returned into a state of burnout. Another part has been not setting healthy boundaries for myself in regards to using the universal numbers. Constant spiritual research and not knowing when to stop. This is a normal thing for people who are ASD, as in autistic, as most of us, perhaps not all, absolutely love research as one thing leads to another intriguing piece of information. I'm sure many can relate to this, as we can sometimes forget that we are in fact human and we need time to allow things to process in our minds and body, and that we can't do it if we're always doing and not taking time to be. Or even that sometimes we can do things to fill a void within us, and mine has been a lack of social connection. Sometimes I find it difficult to keep a balance for many reasons, and I'm sure I am not the only one. What I do know is that we create our own realities and something has to change. In fact, as I'm writing this, I'm reminded with the numbers 3434 to ask for assistance with bringing in uplifting positive energy to our home and life in general. I know I said I'm not taking guidance from my guides via universal numbers for a while, but I always have the main ones, as in guides, who stay with me, like Ray, my higher self, Alan, who is like my personal counselor, and my family who have passed over. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like and follow.